I had a friend in Trenton, Nebraska, and he gave me a lot of wisdom through the years, including what to do if you run out of ammunition. In World War II, he was drafted, went to basic training, and there they required him to take 4 hours of bayonet training, which is just simply a knife on the end of a rifle because you've run out of ammunition. I'll use my Red Ryder for an example. But needless to say, that 4 hours of training, and when he got done, he passed the course. But he said, I don't feel confident. And so he asked permission and got permission to take the course 3 more times, 4 times total, or a total of 16 hours of basic training in bayonet fighting. When he got done, by the 4th time, he was kicking everybody's tail. The newcomers that had never done it before, he was kicking their tail. He thought he was a big shot. Fast forward, he went to the Philippines after it had already been invaded, and they made him in charge of a warehouse. There, he couldn't get the American soldiers, they were kind of lazy to get the work done. So they gave him some POWs to take care of the problem, and he said he was amazed at how hard and how well the Japanese worked. The man over the Japanese was a captain. He said he wasn't 110 pounds soaking wet, but he said, and he had a better handle on the English language than even my friend did, because he had been to college before the war over here. One day he got to talking with a Japanese captain, and he was bragging how good he was with a rifle and bayonet. And so the Japanese said, well, let's see how good you are. And the Japanese and he took each a rifle, and they put bayonets on the end of the rifle and then a metal scabbard over that, just to see how good they could be. And they paced off, and they did their pairing and fighting, and my friend said 2 moves, and his rifle was spinning out of his hand, and the Japanese bayonet was pushing him in the belly. And he said his eyes got big, and he said, uh-oh. And he said, let's try it again. Anybody can get lucky once. Again, the second time, 2 moves, his bayonet is spinning out of his hand, and the Japanese bayonet is pushing him in the belly for a second time. He said right then and right there, he decided he needed a plan B, because he didn't have one. He said, if I get in combat and I run out of ammunition, my friends can't throw me ammunition, or I can't find somebody, a dead soldier's ammunition to continue the fight with ammunition, he said, when I run out and the Japanese are coming, he said, I'm going to run. He said, it doesn't do me any good to try to fight him with a bayonet. He said, this is proven that I can't whip him. And the Japanese captain reminded him that the minimum required bayonet training for a Japanese soldier was 300 hours. Because the Japanese didn't want them to spin that bullet if they could just stab somebody with a bayonet. That was their mindset. And so I hope you have a plan B so that you don't die. This world needs you here and working and creating and being you to conquer the enemies of the world. So let's see what you can do about making your own plan B so that you don't fall to the enemy, whatever that enemy may be it in the business world or in the next coming war. This is McCook's Mr. Bill. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of my videos and subscribe to my future ones.